Well, hello, YouTubeverse. Well, I'm going to try to make another vlog, and this time I'm going to try to make it a little less long. So, I'm filming on my iPod again, and I'm using my windowsill as a tripod, so you're probably going to hear a lot of traffic in the background. I hope you can still hear me over everything. So, what I thought we would do today is we would do a 15 weird questions tag type of thing. Getting to know me in a weird way, I guess. So, I guess we should just get into it and start doing this. First question, there's 15 in total. And the first one is, what's a nickname only your family calls you? Well, my mom calls me her kitten, or, Sammy or whatever, but it's usually her kitten, her sweetie, things like that, but kitten is specifically to her. And then my grandpa, when he was alive, he used to call me his Dilly Lily because I loved dill pickles and lilies, so he called me Dilly Lily. And for the second question, what's a weird habit of yours? Well, ironically, my weird habit is writing everything down. And you'll see me looking down, it's because I have it in a notebook. See? Notebook. And, well, I'm trying to do things a little better than the last time where I was just winging it. Winging it apparently insists on me talking for quite a long time. So, moving on. Question 3. Do you have any weird phobias? My weird phobia, I guess, I don't know if it's weird to everybody, but it's weird to some people. My weird phobia is feet. I don't like feet. They really gross me out. Like, if I could cut off my feet and make them into something else, I probably would. I don't like feet at all. Question 4. What's a song you love to blast and belt out when you're alone? It may not be, the most downloaded song or whatever, but it's definitely one that anytime it goes on, I sing no matter where I am. And it's Let It Go, from the movie Frozen. Almost forgot what it was called. So, yeah, I love the song Let It Go. It's so inspirational, and I love the way it sounds, the way she can belt out those choruses and stuff, and it's impressive. Moving on. Number 5. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? I'm kind of an RPG gamer type of person, plus I also like to do a lot of things on my computer, considering my computer is my life. And so, because my computer is my life, and it's a piece of crap, as I said in the last vlog, whatever, I really hate when my computer totally lags, or freezes, or just plain old is stupid and just will not work. And because it's a piece of crap, it happens quite often. I had to recently wipe my computer because it was so freaking screwed up. And moving on, I'm trying to keep this going so I don't do the whole blather on forever thing. So, question 6. What's one of your nervous habits? Well, when I'm nervous, I fiddle with my hands. Like, if you could see my hands, I'm like fiddling with them. And if I have something in my hands, I like, if it's paper or something, I'll tear it or whatever. I get nervous, and that's what I do. Question 7. What side of the bed do you sleep on? Any side, it doesn't really matter, but I prefer to be by the side that's closest to the door, because if I have to get up in the middle of the night, or depending on when I'm going to bed, because I don't have a normal sleep schedule, I like to be able to get up and go, not have to roll over a bed or, whatever. The one closest to the door out of my room is my side. That's where I like to sleep. Question 8. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? I was planning on, showing you it, but I just recently cleaned up my room and packed up a bunch of my stuff, and it's a tiny bear. It's like, I don't know, about this big. My mom got it for me when I was going through a lot of hospital trips and stuff when I was younger. That's a whole nother story, but it was my favorite teddy bear. I called him Mr. Berry. Not very original, but that's what I called him. And, well, he was probably my most favorite tutu. The only one I can really remember that I took everywhere, I had to have everywhere. Anytime I had an appointment, he was there with me. Mr. Berry was my best friend. He wasn't very big, but he was my life. And I loved him, and I still do. I just don't have the space for him anymore. So he has to be in a bag with the rest of my tutus, because I've got so many. Not as many as I used to have, but still. I still have him, so you can tell how much he means, right? Question 9. What's the drink you always order at Starbucks? Well, we don't have a Starbucks here, because I'm Canadian, and I'm not saying Canadian cities and towns and whatever don't have Starbucks, but we're kind of a small town, so I would say that no, we don't have that. But if I was to go with what we have here, Timmy's or Tim Hortons, the locals call it Timmy's. I don't know if everybody else does, but I don't know, I do. But I guess what I would order there is ice caps, because I don't really like coffee, but I like ice caps. I don't know, they're really good and tasty, and I enjoy them very much. And or I'll get a peach juice in a bottle because I like juice and I like peaches. And if they've got smoothies, then I usually get smoothies because I love smoothies. They're really, really good, and they're healthy. So plus side. Question 10. What's a beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? Well, I've been told, and I preach it too, because when people start complaining about acne and all that stuff and greasy skin and stuff, I say you should always wash your face at the end of the day. But I don't always follow that rule. I don't always wash off all my makeup, and I sometimes just go to bed with it on because I'm lazy or I'm tired or it's too hot, or I can make up a billion excuses, but still, it's just, I don't exactly practice it, but I do preach it. Question 11. Which way do you face in the shower? Very random question. I found these off the internet just randomly. I'm hoping once I get, more famous or whatever, I'll have people tweeting me with a bunch of different questions that they want to know, but for now, I found my own. And the way I face in the shower is away from the water. I don't like it in my face. Like, I wash my face, but then other than that, the water doesn't really touch my face. So, say the shower head's over here, this is where I would face, so, yeah. Question 12. Do you have any weird body skills? Well, that's an odd question to ask, and I'm the one who found it, so I'm double jointed, I guess would be my weird body skill. I can like twist my arm all weird like I don't know if everybody can do that, but I don't know, I can bring my arms like all the way up like that. I don't know. Question 13. What's your favorite comfort food that's bad, but you love to eat it anyways? I believe I said this in the last vlog. I'm lactose intolerant, so it's bad for me, but I enjoy it so much. Ice cream and pizza. Two of my favorite foods, but they both hate me tremendously. And so they hurt my stomach and stuff, but it's worth it, especially in this heat right now. I'd kill for some ice cream, but no money. But yeah, pizza and ice cream are probably my top two favorite bad foods. But if I had to go with my like favorite food, I guess it'd be like wraps or salads or. But pizza's probably still my top. Whether it be good, bad, doesn't matter. I love pizza. 14. What's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I'm very apologetic, so my phrase or whatever that I always say is I'm sorry. Even if I didn't do anything wrong, I always say I'm sorry because it's just what I do. It's like a reaction, it's a reflex. I say I'm sorry, I always mean it, it's just I always say it, even if I know it's not my fault or whatever. Okay, last and final question. And then I should end this vlog because I'm doing pretty good on time. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? Well, I really do look up the weirdest questions, don't I? Well, sometimes I'm too tired to change, so I just wear what I was wearing during the day. But most of the time it's like shorts and a tank top type of PJ type of thing. Or PJ pants and a tank top, but when it's like really warm I sleep naked because it's just too hot. Okay, just gonna wait till this truck passes by because it's really loud. I love them garbage trucks. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wear. Like, I wouldn't show you right now, but right now I'm just wearing like little booty shorts and a tank top because it's just too hot to wear anything else. But I think that's a little bit more than you needed to know, so I guess I could end this vlog here. I think I did relatively well on timing, and I answered all 15 questions relatively shortly, but with a little bit of story. And subscribe, like, and, you know, leave me comments in the below area. I always, every time I do this, I think of my boobs. It's like I'm pointing to my boobs. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Leave a comment in the boobs. And so, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more videos of me answering questions about myself, you can leave me questions on Twitter, or on Facebook, or on here. And I believe they're all linked onto my YouTube, so feel free. And yeah, follow me and subscribe and enjoy. Thank you. Ciao!